I'm asking,
Yes.
so this local host that we do it on our computers,
Yes.
like where are we supposed to use it? Because now, for people to access our websites, we need to be live.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this one that we work all this long, where are we supposed to use it?
Now, this is supposed to you. Okay, it is used for practicing to create websites. Okay, it is a training ground for web developers to learn how to create websites before they can go live. Actually, before they can buy these domain names and web hosting services. So you need to practice. If you need to practice, of course, it has to be free. Okay, so that you do not burn your money at the end of the day. So take it as a training ground. Okay, but the moment you become a pro in designing websites, you can buy a domain name and do the same on your domain name and your web hosting services. Okay, so it is majorly for learning purposes. So majorly for learning. Okay, so let us move. I think next online, next in line is what we've been talking about, the elephant in the room, domain names and web hosting services. How do we buy them? How do we buy these services? So far we know that domain names and web hosting services are services that are actually bought. Now, how do we buy them? That is the question. Okay. So there are very many services or companies that offer these services. Okay. There are very many. Like Host Pinnacle is one of them. Hostinger is one of them. Bluehost is another one. Domain Chip is another one. TrueHost is another one. Ziko mingi. The list is endless. Okay. So it is you. It is your responsibility to research and find out which one works best for you. Okay. So for the purposes of learning, and I want us to be on the same page, let us see how to buy a domain name from the perspective of using this hosting service by the name Host Pinnacle. Host Pinnacle, it is a Kenyan company. It is a Kenyan company. That is the name of it. So if you wanted to graduate from localhost, XAMPP and WordPress localhost, then you're going to consider companies kama hizi. Okay, Host Pinnacle. So whoever was asking when do we graduate, it is you to decide when you graduate to start using these services. Okay. So a domain name. The first thing you need is a domain name. Okay. Can somebody remind us what a domain name is? Anyone remind us what a domain name is? When in the very first class we discussed domain names. Anybody with an idea? Anybody who remembers what a domain name is? Say drink some water, take a break. Anybody with an idea? If you cannot unmute your mic, just type it there. Just type it. Yes, a unique address that people type into a web browser to visit a website. Very nice technologies. Now, kumbe you're in class. Thank you. That is it. It is a unique name for your website. A unique. So underline the word unique. Okay. So we said that there is only one domain name for every website out there. Like you see, this one is montagemedia.co.ke. You cannot find another montage media ke.co.ke. Never. Okay. You can never find another one like that one, unless it is montage media dot something else that is different from .co.ke. So it could be montage media, yes, but maybe .com. Okay, or montagemedia.org, montagemedia.org. .xyz, .net, dot whatever. There are very many dots out there. So we call this suffix, okay, suffix of a domain name. So a domain name can be unique, yes, but what makes it unique is this ending, this suffix. Because you can have mtoro.co.ke, mtoro.com, mtoro.org, mtoro.africa, and all these could be belonging to different people. So what makes a domain name really unique is the ending, the suffix of it. Okay. Now, how do you choose this suffix? How do you decide the one that is good for your website? Because there are very many out there. There is .co, there is .com, there is .org, .net, .africa, ziko mingi. Okay. So how do you decide? If you are in Kenya, let us assume that you are in Kenya and your shop, you are selling, let's say, you own a website that sells clothes or shoes, and your target market is the Kenyan market. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to use a .co.ke to communicate to your clientele in Kenya, telling them that, hey, I'm just Kenyan as you are. Can you kindly subscribe to my services or buy my goods? Okay, so ni kama tu a form of identity that you are in Kenya, kitu kama hiyo. But it does not, it should not limit you. Anybody that, okay, you can have a .co.ke from anywhere in the world. Okay, anybody that is not in Kenya can also have this domain name. So it is not a must that you be in Kenya for you to use that domain name. Okay. Similarly to this one, .com, now this one is used with most of the time it is used with big companies, things like apple.com, amazon.com, tesla.com, what else.com. Yeah, all the .coms out there. Okay, so it speaks international. Okay, international community. So it is your choice. You have a very wide range of suffix to choose from. So, for example, let us say that I wanted to create a website, my website, Mtoro Pravin, Evo. That is it. Okay. .co.ke. But maybe the probability is there that somebody else, my namesake, had already bought these services, .co.ke. So what am I going to do? Because there cannot be the same domain name for different websites, what am I going to do? I'm going to opt for the .com because .co.ke is not available. So I'm going for .com. Okay. Or if .com is not available, I'm also going for maybe another choice, .org. Okay. Yeah, so that is how domain names work. Higher. So buying them is very easy. You first have to search for them. After you've searched, itakuletea a result if the domain name is available or not available. If it is available, you can go ahead and purchase. Okay. Now, hosting plan. This is what we've been talking about. Now, you see this XAMPP. This is what XAMPP is actually. Okay. Hosting plan. So XAMPP is local host, but this is online. So kitaka your websites to be online, this is what you buy first, and you also buy a domain name. Okay. So somebody is calling me. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I was saying hosting plan is similar. Actually, it is. Okay. This is local host. This is online. So after you've bought your domain name and your web hosting service, there are very many web hosting services depending on your needs. Okay, so for starters, I would advise you to go for the starter pack. Okay, for somebody like you that is learning how to design websites, you can go for this package and buy it. Buying it is just like buying any other any other service online. Okay. If you've ever bought anything online, then you can buy this easily by just clicking there. You can buy it. Okay. Now, I want to show you the similarity between what we are having here and what we had here. Okay. You see here we have a control panel. Similarly, here we also have a control panel. After you've bought your domain name and your web hosting service, you're going to be provided with a control panel. So you see the similarities. There's nothing different. The only difference is that this is free. So we have a control panel here where we can access WordPress. We also have a control panel here where we can access WordPress from. So there it is. There is our WordPress. Now installing WordPress here is just a click away. Install. If I click to install, okay, I have to choose first. I have to choose my domain name. Like you can see, I have my domain name here, mtoropravin.co.ke. So I have to select it first. Alafu, I can click install. Where is it? Install. Install should be somewhere here. Okay, you can click on install to install WordPress on your website. Okay, so the interface of WordPress on localhost and on domain names, web hosting services, is similar. Hiyo too. Okay, so for example, let me log into this website so that you can see the similarity. This is the similarity. It is just a mirror of the other. Okay, it is just a mirror of the other. Now let it open. Let it open. Love to engage. Yes, you can see this is this is WordPress on a live website, and you also have okay, let me open localhost just to drive the point home. Okay, I should drive the point home. Yeah, so you have the dashboard, the WordPress dashboard on a live website. Similarly, itakuwa tu hivyo hivyo on a localhost. Unaona, this is localhost. Imekuandikia hapo localhost. So this is powered by XAMPP. This is powered by a domain name and a web hosting service. One and the same thing. Okay. Now, is there a question before we move on to the next thing? We have looked at domain names, web hosting, how to buy them, and how to set them up. So next you're supposed to look at creating websites, e-commerce websites. That is next in